go ahead and get started. Welcome to our vacation caravan stitch along. I am Kristen from Brooklyn Haberdashery. I'm in Brooklyn, New York today, in our studio. And we have here Crystal from Untitled Chapter, and she is streaming from France today. So it's already evening time for her, 7 p.m. And so even though she's tired, we're going to be very kind and patient with her because we're glad she's able to join us. We have, at Brooklyn Haberdashery, carried the products of Untitled for about 3 years. It's about how long I met Krista. And they're very popular. People love her designs. She's very good at color work, and she's also known for having lots of innovative new designs all the time. So if you really like embroidery and like to stitch, then it's a great source of patterns because there's always new kits coming out. She's very creative, very inventive, and her kits are getting more known in the United States, but they are especially popular years before people in the US know about them. They've been popular in Japan and Brazil and other places in South America. They're far ahead of the US in terms of embroidery. And so we're glad to have Crystal today. And I will hand it off to her to get started. If you have questions, put them in the chat. We will monitor the chat during the time. Crystal will lead the discussion. I will ask the questions from the chat that you have written in, but we'll keep you muted the whole time. And so if you have a question, just put it in the chat and we can stop and look at it and see to get your questions answered. I see Marie is saying hello from Quebec. And if any of the rest of you want to say, hey, from where you're from, I'd love to know where you're coming from. And in the meantime, I'll hand it to Crystal to say thank you very much for doing this for us, Crystal. And please begin when you are ready.
Would you like we start, Christine?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yes.
I should also let me also mention that we're operating on an 8 to 10 second delay for the stream. And so if there are some odd pauses, that is the source of the pause is a time delay with our videos. So please forgive us for any awkward pauses, but that is why they are. And so now, Crystal, please begin.
Okay, thank you, Christine. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much to Anthony and Christine for inviting me to these lives. And I'm happy to be with you for this new SAL. We are going to embroider this vacation. You say in English, vacation caravan, together to start learning or revising some embroidery stitches. I'm going to try to speak in English, but I apologize in advance for any mistakes I make. And Christine and Anthony are here with me to help me if I don't understand some question. I would like to tell you a few words about this SAL, this group. The first goal is sure to teach you embroidery stitches. I will show you how to embroider them, giving you a lot of types to get them right. But the second goal is to share your experience, your questions, and your works. And I want this place a place of exchange to allow you to embroider the same work together in the same time. And if you have any difficulties, others are there to help you, and I'm here also for you. I know we have also some French and Canadian people today, so they can help us also. So feel free to post the pictures and ask your questions, post your comments, and I will answer to you. One more thing, it doesn't matter if the stitches are not regular, you are here to learn, and the more you embroider, the prettier they will be. Don't worry, it was the same for me when I started. You have to have self-confidence and embroider at your own time and have fun. For me, having fun is the most important thing. I don't know if Christine told you, but the live will keep on the Facebook page and probably in my YouTube channel, so you can embroider and at your own time. One more thing, it's important, feel free to change the color. My color are just information or suggestions. In France, a lot of girls of the group change them and use also other materials, ribbons, pearls. You say pearls. So I will happy to see your different version. And the last thing important for us, if you like the live and the SAL, you can like the page and share the live with your friends or your family, so you may give them to start to embroider. So now we are starting. I'm going to speak about what you need to embroider, introducing one kit of Frida. We are going to see what you have inside. So if you open one kit of Un chat dans l'aiguille, you can find the printed fabric. Unlike a cross stitch in traditional embroidery, we don't count the trim threads. So the embroider pattern is reproduced on the fabric to follow the drawing. And the fabric can be thin, cotton, linen, but in each cases, the trim should be regular. And here it's, the name in French is métis, 50% linen and 50% cotton. Sur la droite. Yes, I've got an assistant just on my back, and he helped me to be on the good position for the camera. So now a few words about the threads. You can use many different types of threads. Here we use DMC threads. Most of the time I use 2 threads. I'm going to show you how we use them. In the kit you have a color chart here, and you can find the color, the number of the color DMC, and it helps you to separate the color. But remember, you can also change the color. The needle, in the kit you have a needle size 9, and what you need to do, the size of the needle is given as a number, and the higher the number, the thinner the needle. So here the size 9, it's perfect for 2 threads. You need also a scissor. They must be sharp and small, and the hoop also. It's better to use a small hoop to hold your work in the hand while having access to the drawing. So even stitch tension is an important element to obtain an excellent finish work, and I recommend you a diameter of 10 centimeters. So what else? For the Frida, that's all. We are going to see today 6 stitches. We are starting by the stem stitch. After the lazy daisy stitch, the wipered circle, the chain stitch, the running stitch, the French knot, and that's all. So we have a lot of works, and one more thing, you are going to learn French also with me, because the name of stitches will be printed in the screen in French, in English, and in Spanish. So let's go. Okay. One more thing. We have we have one more screen today for left-handed. So it means you will see me and two more screens to see how it's happened. Okay. And yes, now if you have any question, Christine is here. You can't see her, but she can listen to you. Allez, vamos. So the first step today is to make this part in purple. Sorry, this part over there, here, and this one. Okay, and we are going to start with the stem stitch. Sorry, up here. I'm going to make a zoom. Sorry, à droite. On the left, yes, okay. And the color is 3, 6, 7 to make this one. Alors, you take the color chart and you can see the color 3, 6, 7 on the right. Yes, it's this one. Oh, yes, I forgot something. You can see just on the top, you have a cross with a number, and it means you have 1 meter of this color. You have 3 meters of this color. It can help you to separate everything. So let's go with this color. Alors, just to start, yes, it's very important when you start to secure the thread, so that your embroidery stitches don't come undone. So if you can not make a knot, it's better. That's why I'm going to show you how you start. So you take, oops, sorry, I'm going to take the good color of threads. Yep. Cha cha cha. Okay. I'm sorry, just 1 minute. Okay, I've got the good color. So in each kit, you have 1 meter of threads, and in this one, you have 6 threads inside. So it means you take just 1, just 1, and you pull it until the end. You take the 2 extremities. Je vais réduire un peu. On n'a peut-être pas besoin des gauchères pour... Ah oui, mais tu vas l'avoir dans ce cas-là. You take the 2 extremities over there and you put them inside the needle. This is not the easy part to put inside. Okay, so you have the 2 extremities here, and you have the loop on the other one. You place the hook just on the beginning of the line. With the metal part on the top. And we are going to start. Alors, on va faire un zoom. Okay. Is there any left-handed with us to embroider? Hello, Joey. Hi from Port Saint-Lucie. Nice to meet you, Joey. So, the first things you need to do is to secure the thread. So, you bring up the needle. On va faire un peu de netteté. You bring up the needle at the beginning. You go down 1 millimeter after, and you pass inside the loop. You pull, you bring up the needle, and now we are going from the left to the right. You hold the thread under the left thumb. It's very important. It gives you the good direction and the good tension. And then you go down at about 2 or 3 millimeters. You see? Whoops. You go down and bring up the needle to the center, halfway of the stitch. And you pull. This is the first stitch. On va essayer de grossir. Okay. For the next one, now you try to put the same distance. Look, between these threads and this hole, we have about 2 millimeters over there. So you take 2 millimeters and you bring up the needle inside the last hole. And you pull. And you continue in the same way. So each stitch should be the same length. It's not easy at the beginning, but with practice, it will be easier. So each stitch should be the same length and begin halfway along the previous stitch. And you continue on this way. If you have any question, don't hesitate. You continue. At the beginning, your stitches will have different size, but with more practice, you will become more precious and the stitches will have the same size. Is it okay? What colors is she using, Elizabeth? The good color is 3, 6, 7. This is a green. Ah oui, thank you. I can see the answer. What you can see also, it's not cross stitch, so it means you don't go down like that. You just put the needle very parallel of the fabric, and with the finger on the back of the fabric, you push like that. You see, it allows you to bring up the needle. Alors, we don't have time to finish all the line, but this is your work for the next time. But you can see you need to continue on this way until the end. What I want to show you after with another color, we are going to make this, in English is fold, la feuille, hein, the fold. And I want to show you how to make a perfect angle just over there. Do you note the thread first? I just show you to make without knot. It's better, Barbarina. But I'm going to show you one more time after with the other thread if you want. It's better to take one thread, fold in two parts, and put the two extremities in the needle. Okay, this is the stem stitch. We can do a lot of things with. I work a lot with this stitch for to make all outline. Okay, so I let it now, and you can follow by yourself. Look, if you want to do like me, I just put the thread to outside, just it not disturb me. Okay, Christine, is it okay? Is my English is correct? Did you understand everything, or do you need some more information?
I understood everything. I think your English is very good. But if there's anybody who has questions or needs clarification, they can put it in the chat.
Okay.
And I know sometimes it takes just a little time for people's ear to adjust to somebody's accent, but Crystal's English is good. You're using the correct words. Very good.
Allez. Okay, so let's go. So what I would like to show you now, it's a stem stitch also. This one, you see, because I want to show you how to make the angle over there. So to do it, you need to take the threads color 3808. Okay, this is a dark green, blue green. I'm going to show you 3808. This is this color, and you can see you have 2 meters. It helps you to find the color, but the color is very different of the others, so I think it's easy to find. So I'm going to show to Barbarina how to start. So you take, look, Barbarina, you take one thread, only one. I'm going to take off. It will be easier for you to see. Look, it's only one thread over there. So you take the 2 extremities here. It means you fold the thread in 2 parts. So you have the 2 extremities over there. And the loop over there, okay? You pass the 2 extremities inside the needle. Yes. Okay. So now you can see here on this part, you have the loop. You take your fabric. Comme ça. Hop. Okay. So what I want to show you is how to make this angle. So let's start just over there in the curve. Alors, to start, look, you can make a mark over there. You emerge the threads, you go down at 1 millimeter. And you pass inside. So you can start without knot. Okay, hop. On fait de la netteté. Now you start the stitch in the same way. But now be careful because when you have a curve, it's better to make small stitches. Welcome, Barbarina. You can also, Barbarina, use this technique with the fold threads when you have a previous stitches on broder. Alors, look, the last stitch just at the intersection. You go down. You pass inside one previous stitch, just one, to fix it. And you bring up the needle to the front. You turn your hoop. You make the first one, so you go down and emerge halfway. And continue your stem stitch. Okay? Is okay for everybody? Okay. Look, now, just to finish it, you can go down at the beginning of the first one. And you go down one more time. And to fix it, just pass, you slide inside 2 or 3, allez, 3 stitches, and that's all. And you can cut it. Is there any beginners with us today? Okay. J'entends pas leurs commentaires, moi. So, can we pass, how does the stem stitch differ from the back stitch? Oh, Barbarina is not the same stitch. We will see the back stitch another day, but they are very different. It's not the same. Alors, now, let's go to see a very easy stitch also. This is the running stitch. Is it okay, Christine? Can we start?
Yes. Yes, please.
Yes? Okay. So, you can see them just over there inside the fold. It's very quick to do, okay? So, let's go. The color, le point avant. The running stitch in French is, sorry, here. le point avant, and the color is 471. En español, el punto de hilvan. Sí, podemos hablar español un poquito también, ¿no? Alors, 471, the good color is just here. This is a light green over there. So you take one thread double. I've got the double thread right now because now you can start alone now with the one thread double. And now what we are going to do, it's to start with another technique, Barbarina, that this is a technique that I told you just before. So what you can do, it's to pass inside the previous stitch and pass inside the loop. I am beginner. Hello, Elizabeth. So this lesson is for you. And don't panic. Stitches are very easy. You just need to practice a little bit. And everything will be okay for you. So the running stitch is very easy. You can see over there you have some very small line. You bring up the needle at the beginning over there. It's it's a work from right to left. So you emerge at the beginning and go down at the end, and you pass directly to the other one. So you just have to finish the first line. And you can go directly to the other line. Oh, yes, I have a good news also, Elizabeth, for you. If you want, I'm going to speak with Christina. I will send you a link because I just made, how do you say in English, a guide? C'est un guide, a guide for beginners with all my steps, my tips. So it can help you to start. Just Christina, please just tell me after the live. I will send to you the mail, the link.
I'll make a note to
Okay.
Thank you.
So to finish, just pass between the previous stitches. 3, 4, and you cut. And it's finished. Okay. Alors, what I want to show you with this stitch, you can, tu peux enlever la gauchère là. You can see with those 3 stitches, oops, on va enlever, I take off, voilà. You see, you can make the same stitch all over this line, the beginning also here, and for this part, this one, and on the bottom also. Okay? Those stitches are similar. And what we can do now, it's just the lazy daisy stitch over there in very light green. I'm going to see the color, and the good color is 907. Ok, en espagnol, si señora hablas espagnol, es el punto de flor. Point de bouclette en français. Alors, la couleur, the color is this one. And you have 1 meter. But I remind you that you can use other color. It doesn't matter. Okay? 907. Alors, you take your double threads. I would like to show you another way to start because, look, I cut just before the lesson. I need to cut my threads. So it means I don't have a loop to start. So in the 2 extremities, my threads are cut, you say? Cut, cut. Yes, okay. So we are going to start here and to fix the stitches inside the stem stitch. Tu mettras après, hein? So what you can do is just pull the thread on the line and you pass inside the dark green and over the threads, the light one, just to fix them. Okay? This is another way to start. You just bring up the needle. Yes, it's work from top to bottom. Sorry. Just over there. On va mettre de la netteté et les pointes gauchères. And for left-handing. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So you bring up the needle on the top. You keep the tension, you keep the thread under the left thumb. It's very important for the tension. You go down inside the same hole and immerse the needle at the end of the draw, of the petal. And you pull towards you gently and make a very small stitch to fix it. You can pass on the other side. You keep the thread. Oops. Sorry. Okay, I'm in the center. You go to the back inside the same hole. On va faire un peu moins de zoom. Okay. And you pull towards you. Don't pull too much. And just to go to make the others, you pass inside. And you can start the others. And you follow like that. Do you have any question? Is it okay for you? Okay.
I don't see any new questions now.
Okay, perfect. So it means all is okay for everybody. And you continue on this way until the end. Those last one are here, just over there, okay? And just to remove, you pass inside the stitches and cut. This is the lazy daisy stitch. Oh yes, what I want to show you, it's you have different way to make them. Okay, at the end I will show you what you can do with this stitch. Now we are going to see the wiper circle. Easy. You can see it, it's on the top of the caravan. This is a stitch which allow you to file circles. Here in this drawer is very big, so you need to have a lot of straight stitches to start. And for this one, you need odd or even number of straight stitches. It doesn't matter. And here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 straight stitches to start, okay? And for this one, you need to take the orange color. The color is the 721. Okay, in French, the name is a point d'araignée surjeté. In English, the wipered circle, and in Spanish, el punto de araña rebatido. Allez, let's go. So you take 1 double thread. Just I would like to find, because this stitch take a long time, and just one moment, please. I just start. Oops, I've got too many things. Yes. In my desk, you can see, but so you place the draw in the center. Tu laisses pour le début, hein. Ça n'a pas d'importance. OK. Tu vas mettre de la netteté. OK. We are going to fix the thread, and you can see the draw of straight stitches start outside of the first circle, just outside. So you can make a mark. This is another way to start. You see, take just 1 thread of the trim and pass inside the loop. I'm going to change the green one, disturb me. Sorry. Okay. So now you need to make all straight stitches. It means you bring up the needle at the beginning of the line, go down on the center, and make the second one. You need to have a good tension. You need to pull strongly, like that. It's very important to make after the stitch. So we have 11 stitches. The students are very serious. We don't have any comments. Probably you embroider everything. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Okay, you can see I've got a small hole on the center. It means you have a good tension. Okay, and now the last one. So what I want to show you before starting, yes, first of all, you need to bring up the needle between 2 previous straight stitches. Let me make a zoom. No. Oh, yes. Okay, and so you bring to the front between two straight stitches, close to the center. You see, I'm very close to the center. And what I want to show you for right-handed, it's the, how do you say, movement, I think in English, with my hand. Alors, yep, okay, look, the needle is here, okay? Just between those fingers. So what you have to do is pass the needle above this one, then you slide the needle below, then under the second one. I repeat, you pass over, under, and under the second one. It means you pass under 2 stitches in the same time. Okay, is it clear for everybody? If it's not, don't hesitate. You ask me. So now with the zoom, sorry, up. Okay, we are going to start for right-handed at the beginning. On va commencer que pour les droitières. So look, with my needle, I take my needle with the other side. It's better. So you go. I'm just between those one. Okay. So what I have to do is pass over this one, then under and under the other one. We are going to make the same. You pass over, under, and under. I don't see any questions, so it means it's okay for everybody. So when it's okay for you, what you have to know, it's the good way for the tension. I'm going to show you. First of all, you need to pull outwards, then towards you. You can't see on the first turn, but after I will show you why it's important to make this tension. In fact, it's make sure that stitches remain side by side on each straight stitches. Is it clear, Christine, in English or not?
Yes, I think so. And it's helpful just to watch you do the stitch too. And I think that it makes it easier to understand.
I think. Okay, so we are going to make the screen for left-handed because this is the same movement, but on the other way. Tu peux le mettre, Karine? So you pull towards, you pull the thread outwards, then towards you, and you turn your hoop. Yep, and you continue on this way. And the good tension is, look, when you can see the thread, it makes click, click. This is the good tension. So usually those stitches are smaller, but what I want to show you now, it's how it's happened at the end. So you turn. Okay, now I'm going to change my work because I start just before. You know, that's why I give you the direction, of the tension. It's to make sure that stitches remain side by side. And if you don't take the movement to outside, then inside, I think it will be not good. Okay, so probably you don't have enough threads to complete this stitch. So that's why I want to show you how you can continue with another threads. Just let me prepare one more. So you take one more, a double, you pass the two extremities, inside the needle. So what you have to do, just to finish this one, I just pass my needle on the back, okay, and pass inside the previous stitches, just to finish the first threads. And now with my new threads, you pass inside, you pass inside the loop, you bring up the needle at the place you prefer. It doesn't matter. You just need to immerse the needle on the left side of the thread and just to continue. And now you can see why the direction of the tension is very important. Est-ce que c'est OK là? On voit bien? Mm-hmm. So probably you need, I'm going to make, I think, 2 turns more. What you need to do also, the distance of the straight stitches at the beginning is very important, and sometimes some are larger, but it doesn't matter because at the end we are going to hide. En français, c'est cacher. To hide with the chain stitch. I will show you. Is it okay for everybody? Elizabeth, is it okay for you? Up, and you turn. And you turn until the circle will file up. You can see here, this one is larger, but it doesn't matter. Okay. 1 or 2 more. And we are going to embroider the chain stitch. So, just to finish, you go down at the left side of the straight stitches. Ah, Vanessa, yes, it's okay for you. I want you show me your work after. I would like to see your work. And you pass inside. And you cut. If I find my scissor, yes. Okay. Alors, now you can see, I speak about the chain stitch. Look, yes. You see in the purple color, which means if you have straight stitches, how do you say, larger, too large? Oh, Christine, it's early in New York City. And it's late here. It's a joke. No.
I'm I'm not on the Facebook, so I was hiding that you're making them big stretch and yawn.
Yes, I understand. Don't worry. So let's go for the
Thank you, Corinne, for including that. That was really nice.
Let's go for the chain stitch now, okay? Yes, we have two more stitch. Alors, the chain stitch in purple, it's... Oops, sorry. Je suis perdue. I'm looking for the color. Ma charte color, j'ai perdu. I lost my paper. Okay, so I know this is the good color is 3. Yep, 3, 8, 3, 7. And we have 1 meter of this color. So you take 1 double thread. You pass inside. Inside the loop. You just bring up the needle as close as possible of the stitch. I just change the place of the hook. So you keep the tension. For the tension, you keep the thread under the thumb and you go down in the same hole and bring up the needle about 2 millimeters after. And you keep the thread under the thumb. If you need to remember one thing, it's this one. To keep the thread under your finger, give you the tension and the good direction. So you go now inside the last stitch and bring up the needle after. And you continue all around the circle. And on the technical sheet, you have a two row. This is the first one. Oops. And after, you just need to make the other one. So, is it okay for everybody? Just go inside the last stitch and bring up the needle about 2 or 3 millimeters. You follow like that. You continue until the end. Je le vois pas. Yes, I had loved to see anyone's work in progress after this session, Eric. Yes, me too. Yes. It's important to share your experience. So we have Eric. This is a man. Okay. So I would like just to show you how to finish the row. The last stitch for the last one, you just bring the needle up on the first hole and go down inside the first one. And that's all. So I just make one turn, but after at to your home, you can make the other one, the second one, just around this one. Is it okay for the chain stitch? I think yes. So just to finish, you pass inside. We didn't show. Is there any left-handed over there? Because if you want, I can show you, but it's exactly the same. Just to start, okay? Ouais. Just few stitches, okay? Voilà. So, up. You keep the thread under the right-handed, and you emerge the needle 2 or 3 millimeters after, and you can see the thread is under the needle. Okay? And that's all. So now, Christine, let's go to see the last stitch. This is the French knot. You need a hoop. It's very important to do it. And we have French knot just over there. You see? Up. Just on this part. And over there. So you need to use the color 34. Is there a color chart we can download? Yes, Barbarina, you have the chart color. Just ask to Christine on the group.
I'm getting the link for you to download.
So to make the French knot, you need 1 double thread. You pass inside. Just change the position of the hoop. Is this the same as a chain stitch? Yes, I just show you the chain stitch. Yes. And now we are going to see the French knot. Okay, Peggy? So to make the French knot, so it's not a very easy stitch, but if you follow all my steps, it will be okay for you. So let's go. The first thing is to secure the threads. So we are going to secure over there, and I'm going to make a zoom. Okay. So you take just 1 thread of the trims. You're welcome, Barbarina. You pass inside the loop. You bring up the needle in the point. And now, attention. Alors, you keep the thread firmly with the left thumb and index finger, about 3 centimeters away from the fabric. Then you place the thread on the needle. You wrap the thread twice around the needle. Then you start pointing the tip of the needle towards the fabric, and you take the needle to the back at about 1 millimeter of the thread. And now, gently, you push the needle upside down, keeping the knot in place with your thumb. You pull the needle, yips. And that's all. And the stitch is okay. Alors, you can see, just one moment. Oops, a very big zoom. Okay. The stitch is okay when you can see the small hole, like a rose in the center, a rose button, you say, I think in English. Okay, so let's go for the next one, but you need to show my hands, it's very important. Alors, bring up the needle, just on the top of the fabric. You keep the thread like that, okay? You make the needle on the threads, and the needle point to the top, and you wrap twice. You go down and gently you push the needle. You keep the thread with the thumb, and you can take now your hoop and pass the needle to the back. Is it okay for everybody? One more. You keep the thread. You wrap the thread twice around the needle. If you prefer, you can make 3 wraps. I prefer twice. You go down at 1 millimeter and pull the thread to the fabric. You keep the tension, pull and take your hoop and pull the thread. And now, just to show you one more time with a zoom, you bring the thread to the front. You go down. You take the needle to the back at 1 or 2 millimeter and lower the thread on the fabric and hold it until the end. I hope it's okay for you. Just practice, and after, when it all step will be okay, you can go faster. But don't forget at the beginning to make them step by step. This is the secret. Allez, one more. 1, 2. Pointing the needle to the fabric, go down, pull the thread to the fabric, take your hoop and pass the needle until the end. Voilà le point de nœud, the French knot. So let me show you. I would like to show you now what you have to do for the next session, and I would like to show you those stitches in my knot book, Embroidery stitches. So for the next session, I think it's next week, you please, this is your work, homework, you need to finish, yes, this part. Sorry. Okay, you need to finish this one over there, and here this is only stem stitch. The petal are stem stitch. In French, some girls made a big, very big lazy daisy stitch. So if you want, you can change the stitch. Huh? And what you need to repeat, it's this branch over there, and those here. And that's all. And now, hola, buenas tardes. Hola, Evanilda dos Santos. What I would like to show you, it's what you can do also with all stitches. I want to show you the embroidery notebook stitches. This is the last one I made, and just sorry. And Christine got them in her website. So this is a book with a lot of stitches, and you see on the first page you have a lot of stem stitch, straight stitches. This is stem stitch, the running stitch we made just today, and the star stitch also. So the first page is very simple, and which stitches we saw? Oh yes, the spider web stitch. Look, you can change the color. You see, in the trailer I use just one color, but you can use a lot of colors if you want. And on this page you can see them just over there. Probably if I make a zoom, you will see better. Look, it's so beautiful. I love this one. Okay, and you can find this book. This is a kit also with a lot of page with a very simple and more advanced stitches, but all is explained and all is printed in the kit. And what can I do? It's for the next steps. I will show you which stitches you can find in the book also. And yes, you can put your needles here, and you can put your hoop, and this is the cover. And yes, you have a big kit, I think, and Christine, you got it over there, and you have everything inside. And this is a very good lesson to learn stitches, and all is explained in French and in English. Voila, and you have you have also with a QR code in the YouTube channel, so it can help you to do. So this is the end for me. I hope all is okay. Thanks, merci Marie. Thank you, Marie. And Christine, if you want to say something, I just say take care of yourself. And Christine, you can speak if you want.
Okay. We will post the video to our Facebook page here and make a link to it, and also to our YouTube channel. And it will be available in a couple hours here this afternoon, so you can rewatch this session. And we will be back here next Monday, same time, 1 p.m. And in the meantime, you can do the homework that Crystal mentioned, and also post a picture of your progress or ask questions in the group. And Crystal and I will both be available, both be responding to you to help you throughout the week if you need any assistance or encouragement or anything like that. So thank you for coming. See you next week.
Bye-bye, and don't forget to post your work. I'm very curious. See you.